Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do a quick unboxing of the Huawei Mate 10 Pro. Now, shout out to Huawei for hitting me off with this one early. As far as pricing and availability, I don't know. But there is one thing that I do know, and that's after using this phone for a full day, this is a certified beast. Now, everybody been asking me about the Razr phone. We'll get into that when it comes out. But in the meantime, y'all need to check this out because this is a heavy hitter. Now, y'all know I hate talking about the specs, but since this is an unboxing video, let's go over the main specs that you need to know, starting with my most important spec, the price. Now, I don't know the price, but here's what I'm hoping for. $700 for the 64 gig version and $800 for the 128 gig version. Now, let me drop a quick message to Huawei. Huawei, there's one way that y'all can make this phone dead on arrival, and that's charging too much money. Think about it like this. You're up against some stiff competition. You got the Galaxy Note 8, the Pixel 2 XL, the LG V30, the HTC U11, the Moto Z Force 2, and you got the Razr phone, which is selling for $700. So y'all got to keep that in mind when y'all pricing this phone. Now, the phone comes in 4 colors. You got midnight blue, titanium gray, mocha brown, and pink gold. Now, for the display, you got a 6-inch OLED Full HD panel with a resolution of 1080 by 2160. Now, that's 402 for the PPI Patrol. Now, I know what some of y'all are saying. Why is the resolution better on the Mate 10 than the Mate 10 Pro? We'll talk about that in a minute. Now, the phone is running Android 8.0 Oreo, or as we call it, Optimus Prime, with the EMUI 8.0 skin on top. Now, that skin got plenty of features, and I'll show you some of them in a minute. Now, you got the high silicon Kirin 970 chipset with the Mali G72 MP12 GPU. What does that mean? That's equivalent to the Snapdragon 835 and the Adreno 540 GPU. Now, you got 2 different versions. You got 4 gigs of RAM with 64 gigs of storage, or you also got 6 gigs of RAM with 128 gigs of storage. No micro SD card slot for expandable memory. Now, here's one of the best parts about this phone, the camera. On the rear, you got a dual camera setup. So you got a 20 megapixel camera and a 12 megapixel camera, both f1.6. You heard that right, both f1.6. Now, in the second camera, it's monochrome, not wide angle lens. But the camera does feature AI with 13 scenes, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. On the front, you got an 8 megapixel camera. Now, here's another dope feature, the battery. You got a 4,000 milliamp battery that features fast charge. So 30 minutes of charge will give you 50% battery, so 60 minutes for a full charge. So that's an official shit shower and shave phone. Now, let me talk about some of my favorite features. You got a fingerprint sensor. Now, that's one of the difference between this and the Mate 10. On the Mate 10, the fingerprint sensor's on the front. On the Mate 10 Pro, the fingerprint sensor's on the back. But this got to be one of the fastest, if not the fastest fingerprint sensor that I've seen yet. Now, listen to this closely. You got an IR blaster. Can we just take a second and give a round of applause to Huawei for keeping the IR blaster alive, troll levels back on 100. Now, you got the Ductless desktop mode. So what that means is anybody that has a Galaxy Note 8, you know you plug it into the Samsung DeX and you can use your phone as a desktop. With this phone here, all you need is a HDMI to USB Type-C cable. Once you plug it in, it automatically switches to desktop. Now, I used that in person today. It really works. And you can also connect a Bluetooth mouse. Now, let me tell y'all my favorite feature on this phone. It's called private space, but I'm calling it thought protection. All right, this phone has 100% thought protection. You got to see it to believe it. All right, I'll show you that in a second. Let's unbox this real quick and see what it looks like. Shout out to Xerxes, White Shoes back in the building. Here we go. Huawei Mate 10 Pro. Nice box. Y'all know I like a nice box. Who doesn't? Here we go. Inside, here's your device. Now, it's running Android 8.0 Optimus Prime, so you're getting your always on display feature. Let's see what else you get. All right, file that to the side. Look out, White Shoes. Now, here's your fast charging brick. International version, of course. Headphones. All right, now you get a free set of headphones. Now, that's one thing I forgot to mention. No headphone jack on the Mate 10 Pro. Headphone jack on the Mate 10. These are, let me just make sure you can see for yourself, USB Type-C headphones. Now, Xerxes, she can't wait to get up in this box, so let me hurry up and get this out of here. Here's your USB Type-C, USB-A to USB Type-C charging cable. Now I'm just trying to open these headphones real quick. Let me just see the quality on these. All right, standard quality headphones. Nothing too fancy, very Apple-esque. Zerks, back up. Let's see what else you get. Now this is what I like about Huawei. Check this out. You get a case. Now a lot of Huawei phones, you don't have too many case options available. So throwing a free case in the box, that's always a good look. With a little iced out case. All right. Here's your SIM ejection tool. And you've noticed one thing missing, usual books and shit. But in this day and age, who needs them? All right, who needs them and who reads them? I think that rhymed. All right, so let me Xerxes proof the table real quick and we'll check out the phone. Here we go. Hold up. Rah. Woo. Fresh out of the box. This phone feels so good in the hands. Zerx, please. Oh, Zerx want the headphones? Chill. All right, Bob, how about I have to edit that out? Hold up. Let me give Zerx something to play with. Zerx, go get that. All right, here we go. Fresh out of the box, the phone looks beautiful. Look at this. Glass back phone. Now, look, I got to keep it real with y'all. There's a few things missing from this phone, and I'll talk about that in a second. But look and feel wise, this looks hot. This mocha brown color. Let me grab a microfiber cleaning cloth, get a little wipe down for dramatic effect. Look at that shine. Now, that's one thing I've been complaining about lately, phone color choices. You got 4 color choices on this one. I seen the black one. That one looks dope. Or, matter of fact, it's midnight blue, but it looks a little bit blackish. You got titanium gray, mocha brown, and pink gold. I think the brown one might be the dopest. So there's your dual camera setup. There's your flash, fingerprint sensor. Now watch this. Watch this. Look at this fingerprint sensor. I barely touch this, and that's the same thing I said about the last Huawei phone. You barely touch it, and it activates. This is almost too fast. You see that? I just went like that. So I'm going to try that again. A little tap, and it's on. No lag, no hiccup. Fingerprint sensor on this is incredible. In the front, there's your 8-megapixel camera. Now, if you notice, one thing with Huawei phones, let me show you the Mate 9. If you notice, they come with a screen protector already installed. That's a nice little touch. I actually never tried to peel that off. I never had a reason to. All right, on one side, now this phone does feature dual SIM slots, but no micro SD card. On the Mate 10, you got a micro SD card. Go figure. Other side, here's your power button, volume up and down. Here's your USB Type-C, mic, and your speaker grills. Pretty much it. Little Huawei branding on the back. Simple and straightforward. All right, so let me pause the video real quick. I got to connect back to my Wi-Fi, finish downloading some more apps, and I'll run through the OS, and I'll show you my favorite feature, thought protection. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, y'all, so we back in. Now, I got everything all set up, so let's get into this. Now, of course, there's some things that I don't like, so let's talk about those real quick. When I do the full review, I'll have the whole list, but this is just fresh out of the box. Number 1, no Quad HD display. Now, I don't like that because this is the Pro series. So if you got the Mate 10, why does it have a higher resolution than the Pro? Now, I understand with a 4,000 milliamp battery, you want to save battery life. But they should have did like Samsung and gave you the option to scale down the resolution. So you might want Quad HD. If you want to save battery, you hit the button, bring it down to full HD. Next, no micro SD card slot for expandable memory. Now, with 128 gigs, that might be enough for a lot of people. But if you're like me and you walk around with a trap wallet with your SD cards on deck, you out of luck. Next, no wireless charge. Now, you got a glass back phone. Why no wireless charge? I don't understand that. And lastly, no headphone jack. Again, y'all know how I rock in the car. Aux cables on deck. I need a headphone jack. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of things about this phone. So let me show you some of them real quick. First up, the build quality. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This phone just looks and feels so good in the hands. Ladies, you know the procedures. And this is what I was complaining about with the LG V30. This phone has a lot of weight to it. Now, when you got a glass back phone, if it's too light, it gives it a cheapy feel. Both of these premium materials, but this one just has a better feel to it. This one feels like it's worth the price, whatever that price may be. This one, it just feels a little bit too light. Now, I'm not knocking it, but it feels a little too light. Next, fingerprint sensor. Now, you see LG went with the power button built into the fingerprint sensor. That gives it that kind of flappy, loose feel. Fingerprint sensor on this, embedded right into the back. And like I said, this got to be the fastest one on the market. Watch this. I'm going to just touch the fingerprint and watch how fast that pops open. Just touch it. No lag, no hiccups. Works 100% of the time. Now, there's sometimes that I was touching it by accident and just popping open so fast that I thought I had had an automatic unlock. This is crazy, though. So the fingerprint sensor on this, you're going to be happy with it. Next, let's talk about the display. Now, I want to show y'all something real quick. We got them OLED panels on deck. Check this out. Now, I got the phone on max brightness. If you notice, no blue tint. Now, you got to really, really look, and you'll notice all phones have polarizers, so you'll see a little tint, but look at the difference. Now, here's the Pixel XL. Now, I don't know if this camera is doing it justice, just so y'all don't think I'm trolling. Max brightness on the Pixel. Max brightness on the Mate 10 Pro. Now, look at this. Let me bring it back to a solid white page. This one has a creamy look to it. Now, once they do the update on the Pixel, maybe that'll help. But right now, the Mate 10 is way brighter. Even though it's a lower resolution phone, way brighter. Look for the blue tint. You see it's pretty evident on the Pixel. You barely see it. Now, I hate having to keep talking about blue tint, but that's the hot topic right now, so we got to mention that. So no blue tint on this. This display is super bright. And again, you got to be really nitpicking. If somebody showed you this, you wouldn't know that this is not Quad HD. The display on this is beautiful. The blacks look extra black. Wesley Snipes blacks on this. Beautiful. Next, software. Now, this is running Android Optimus Prime. That's how you got your always on display. You got your picture in YouTube, all of your Android old features. But with the EMUI 8.0 skin, you got so many options. Now, let's take it over. I'm not going to do a full review right now, but let me just show you. Now, I got the black theme on this. It's going to be stock out of the box white. But let's go to Smart Assistants. Now, if you notice, you see that little dot right there? That's the floating bar. So if I hit it once, that'll take me back. Now, if I hold it and swipe over, that'll bring up my recently used apps. Why is that important? Because now if you want to, you can get rid of your on-screen navigation keys and have more screen real estate. Now, the P10 had that same feature. I really didn't use it, but I'm going to start using it on this one because it looks like it works good. Let's take it to the gram, hit one button, exit out, and you can move this floating dock to wherever you want. I just got to get the hang of got to get the hang of it. But you can move it to wherever you want, basically. All right, so let's go back to settings. I'll play with that in a minute. Let me see. Where was we? All right, Smart Assistants. Now, it would take me a day and a half to go through every feature, but I'll show you some of them real quick. System navigation. So if you see, you can change your home key, your on-screen key settings. So if you don't like having the back button on the left, you can switch it to the right. You can add a drop down for people with small hands if you can't reach the top of the screen. Because keep in mind, this is a 6-inch display. So you might not be able to reach the top of the screen. You can change that if you want. Or you can add the floating dock. Let's go. You got one-handed UI. All right, so you can shrink the screen. Let's go through some motion controls real quick. All right, so you got flip to mute. Your phone ringing, flip it and mute it. You got pick up to reduce the volume. So if your phone is the volume. So if your phone is ringing, just pick it up and then reduce the volume. Raise to ear. All right, so raise to answer calls. Control the speaker of Bluetooth headset. So raise to ear. This is fresh out of the box, so I'll play with all these features. We'll just go through some in a minute. Smart screenshot. Now you got your knuckle gestures, same as on the P10 and the Mate 9. So let's do some knuckle gestures real quick. Double tap. That's a screenshot. Now let me show you another feature. Let's go to Facebook. Now say you're on Facebook. Let me pull up something. Let me pull up a quick page. All right, so say I'm on Facebook and I want to show somebody my whole timeline. Here's another knuckle gesture. You just knuckle and draw the letter S. Now you're doing a screenshot, but it's going to keep screenshotting your scroll capture. And you keep scrolling. Stop it whenever you want. And now I can send somebody my whole timeline. All right, so that's another nice little knuckle feature. And here's one more. Knuckle, draw the line, and that'll automatically take you to split screen multitasking. Now, if you notice, you don't see any lag on this phone, so that's a plus. Now, I've never had lag on Huawei phones. That's a strong selling point. Let's go back to settings real quick and see if there's anything else hidden in here. Let's see, smart assistants, blah, blah, blah. Let's go to, you got voice controls. Let's see, anything we need to look at. All right, look at that for yourself. Bunch of voice controls. We'll get into that in a second. Smart cover, you got a smart cover case for this. Now, if you notice, they simplified your settings page. So one page. So easy to find all your settings. Now, let me talk about some of my favorite features. Look at on the top, IR blaster. Now there's another thing I forgot to mention that's so important with the specs. You got dual speakers. You got dual stereo speakers. Now I'll play them for y'all in a second. They're not the loudest in the world, but it's dual speakers. But check this out, IR blaster. So of course that means smart remote. Now, a lot of people think for some reason that IR blasters only work on the TV, but you got to remember they work on air conditioners, they work on stereo sets, they work on projectors, work on a lot of things. And for me, IR blaster, that's so important. That's one of the main reasons that I still walk around with my Mate 9 for that IR blaster. So when you get to the diner, now I'll give y'all a perfect example. For some reason, the diner that I go to all the time, when you get there 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning after you came back from a bar or something, for some reason, they tend to always have on Fox News or MSNBC. Now, politics is the last thing you want to see when you're chilling in the middle of the night trying to decompress after partying. So if you got a phone like this with an IR blaster, as soon as I get to the diner, open up smart remote, point it to the TV, learn the code real quick, and I can change the channel. At that time of the night, I only want to see MTV or ESPN. All right, so IR blaster, that's a major go. Now, you got this Translator app. This is so crazy. When I do the full review, I'll show you how this real one works. But you take a picture. Matter of fact, let me pull up something real quick. All right, now check this out. Say you're in another country and you pick up the newspaper and this is what it looks like. It's written in Spanish. You're going to pull out your Mate 10. All right, we're going to open up the camera. I'm going to take a picture of this. Now look at that. Look how fast it translated all of that into English. That is so dope. So now when you go to those fancy restaurants, you can act like you know what you're ordering. All right, so that's a nice feature right there. What else? Now, let me show y'all the dual speakers real quick. Let's go to YouTube. Let's pull up the classic Bike Life. All right, here we go. Now, these speakers sound pretty loud. Look at that display. Now, here's the dual speakers. I cover up the bottom. You see I cover the bottom. You still hear it from the top. Now, I cover the top. That's the bottom. That's the top. So when you got your dual speakers on, my bad, Zerks. When you got your dual speakers on, let me pause the video. The bottom speaker is nice and loud. The top speaker, not the loudest in the world, but it adds a little bit of extra sound and it gives you a stereo effect. All right, so check this out. Put it by the mic. Speakers sound great. Crystal clear though. Look at that display. Like I said, you really won't notice that it's not quad HD. All right, so that's a good look. Speakers, major go. What else? Now, check this out. Don't worry, y'all. I didn't forget. We get into thought protection in a second. The camera. Now, the camera on this phone is incredible. I'll go through all of the features when I do the full review, but check this out. You got the bokeh effect. That's kind of like portrait mode. And you also got portrait mode. So what's the difference between portrait mode? Now, my bad. That was moving photo. What's the difference between portrait mode and the wide aperture, also known as the bokeh effect? What's the difference? Well, with the bokeh effect, once you take a picture, you can edit that out. So you can. I'll show you what I mean. Matter of fact, let me do a little test photo. Zerks, you want to do a picture? Smile. All right, so I got Zerks on camera. Oh, matter of fact, I forgot to activate the mode. Hold up. I know. Zerks, smile. Bong. All right, so I got Zerks on camera, right? So check this out. So now that I got a picture of Zerks, look at that. Beautiful. Now hit this aperture effect. I can use the slider to add more. All right, so if you notice, you see now the background is clear. If I add less, now the background is completely blurry. Now I can tap on a different area, make the background clear and Zerks blurry, or I can tap on Zerks and have her blurry, her clear and the background blurry. Then I could just hit save. Then I was point and shoot on the fly. I want to show y'all a quick picture I just got. Look at this right here. Look at this picture. Point and shoot, just as good as the Pixel, just as good as the iPhone. The camera on this is incredible. Now with your second shooter, you got monochrome. So that's if you want to do the black and whites. Let's go through some of the different modes. This is what I'm talking about with the EMUI skin. Look at all the modes. You got photo, monochrome. I'll show you monochrome real quick. That's just straight black and white. Shout out to all the boxes in the back. You got monochrome, you got video, HDR, 3D panorama, and panorama. Now I'll go through all of those later. Night shot, light pairing, time lapse, slow motion, filter, watermarks, add your own watermark, document scan. Now I gotta test this out again when I do the full review. Document scan is pretty dope, and the way we tested it today, say you go to a concert, or say you're in a meeting and you're not sitting right in the front. Say you're sitting toward the side. If you use document scan and you take a picture from wherever you're sitting at, it'll automatically center it to the front, and it looks dope. I'll show you that when I get a better example of how to show it to y'all. You got good food and more. You can download some more if you want. You got pro mode. Swipe up. That brings you to your pro mode. So you got all your controls. And you got portrait mode on the front facing camera. So the camera on this phone, nothing short of amazing. Just in case y'all didn't see that. Look at this. Look at the detail. Yo, white shoes. Check this out. Oh, I want to show you something. Now that we got white shoes on the table. Check this out. All right, now, what I was saying, the camera has 13 AI sensors built in. So now, matter of fact, hold on a second. All right, so the camera has AI built into it, so it'll automatically detect different scenes, 13 to be precise, and it'll readjust the settings. So check this out. I'm going to point a picture of Xerxes. Look at the bottom corner of the screen. You see that cat symbol popped up? You see, look closely, you see that cat? The camera knows that I'm taking a picture of a cat. That is so sick, and we tried it out today. If you pointed at flowers, it knows the difference between flowers and plants. You see, flowers have a lot more colors, and then you got plants like, grass, which is green, or, dark green. It knows the difference. That is a dope feature. AI on this phone is incredible. I got to play with it a little bit more. So far, y'all see this phone is feature-packed. All right, this is a feature-packed phone, no lag, beautiful cameras, beautiful build. The main question at hand is, what's going to be the price? Now, like I said, anything over $800, it's going to be a tough sell. But as is, if this phone drops right now for $700, Samsung, HTC, LG, Motorola, y'all in trouble. All right, y'all in major trouble. Now, we will get into the Razer phone, and we'll see if that sticks up to be what it is. My thing with the Razer phone is I'm not feeling the look of it. It's too squarish. Looks like a big brick. Looks like a nerd phone, and I got nothing against the nerds, but it looks like a nerd phone. And I can guarantee you this, there's no ladies that's going to be buying that phone. Oh, I almost forgot. Let me show you. All right, hold up. Let me get hyped. Let me show you the best feature about this phone. It's called private space, also known as thought protection. Now, let me set up the scenario for you. All right, let's set this up. Now, before I give you a thought scenario, I'll give you one of my day-to-day situations that I usually go through. Now, I got a 13-year-old daughter, actually 14. She just turned 14. She's very nosy, and she loves to take pictures. So she knows I always got one of the flagship phones on me. She always wants to take pictures with my phone. So she's always like, Daddy, give me my phone. So now, anybody that knows me, y'all know my phone gallery is pretty savage. I'm a thought. My phone gallery is pretty savage. So the last thing you want to do is hand your phone over to a kid or your girlfriend, ladies, or your boyfriend, and they take a picture and start swiping through your gallery. You don't want to scar them for life, especially if you're a thought like me. So this phone features private space, also known as thought protection. Let me show you how that works. I'm going to take my finger. This is my finger I registered the phone with. Open up the phone. All right. So now I'm back on my home page. Everything is everything. If I open up my Facebook, that's my Facebook. Now you see, that's my Facebook. If I open up my camera, that's my gallery. I forgot to go through all the camera settings, but we'll do that later. That's my gallery. So now if I just handed somebody the phone, they could just swipe through my gallery and see all my thought activities. Now I close the phone. Say my daughter says, let me hold your phone real quick. You see how I opened the phone with this finger? Now I'll open it with a second finger. Watch this, fellas. Open it with the second finger. Look what happens. Just that fast. Now it's another phone. This is a brand new phone. Now let's go to Facebook. No Facebook on this, not even logged in. Let's go to camera. This is a fresh camera setup. We're setting it up from stock. I will agree. Let's take a quick picture. Let's go to gallery. Here's your gallery. Only one photo. This is it. This is the best feature right now. Now, don't get me wrong. On a lot of phones, you can set up 2 profiles. That's not a big deal. But how fast can you switch? Now, check this out. Once my daughter gives me back the phone, turn it off, open back up with my regular finger. Now, where we at? Back to me. Back to my profile again. Here's my camera. Here's my gallery. Fellas, I don't have to spell it out for you. All right. If you got the nosy girlfriend, say you out at dinner and you're chilling, you're on your phone, you're looking through your Instagram DMs, giggling, you're taking screenshots of all the buns, and your girl is like, yo, what's so funny? Let me see your phone. All you have to do is be like, huh? She's going to say, let me see your phone. Okay, hold up. Let me just open it up real quick. Use the second finger, open it up. Now, I'm not touching anything else, not looking suspicious. Here's my phone. Now, if you're really about that life, you'll have the second phone, the secondary life. You'll have this phone set up with some apps on it, some other stuff, have it looking like a real phone. But this is a secondary phone. All right. Now, without using two SIM cards, you got two phones built into one that run independently. You could even be like, here, take my phone. I got to go to the bathroom. You know, the first thing they're going to do is take your phone. They're going to go to your Instagram. They're going to go to your Gmail. Let's go to Gmail. Nothing set up. No Gmail. Let me go to Facebook and see what's so funny. No Facebook setup. No Instagram, nothing. When you come back, your girl's going to be smiling. Phone's going to be like this. All you do is pick it up, use your finger, and now you're back in the game. Thought protection, all right? Protecting you from the nosy thoughts, and if you a thought, protecting yourself. On a scale of 1 to 10, that is a major go. That is my favorite feature of this phone. I needed that feature about 4 years ago. I'll probably still be in a relationship, but that's another story. Anyway, this is the Mate 10 Pro. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all want me to cover during the real review, but I'll go through all of the features with the camera. I'll show you some more AI stuff. We'll look for the lag. We'll check the battery life. We'll check everything. And on the side note, we'll get the Razer phone when it comes out on the 17th. Shout out to Razer. You know, they didn't invite me, but it is what it is. I'm not mad. We're going to get the Razer phone on the 17th, and we'll get into that. All right, so for everybody that keeps asking me, yes, I seen it. Anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Voxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know, Stream Gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter, that's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early, #salute. Oh yeah, one more thing, I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces.
Enterprise, Spock here.
Spock, one to beam up.
Enterprise out.
Energize.